This week on Addicted to the Outdoors.
Well, it's time for John and Raven's annual daddy-daughter hunt.
We are back in Nebraska with our good friend Scott Kuhn.
It's come a long ways. You know, it's been so much fun.
Scotty guided Gina 15 years ago. Now, one of his twins is guiding one of our twins.
I wasn't really nervous. I was more excited because I knew we would do it.
If we pushed any closer, we'd have definitely got busted.
They knew something was going on.
Am I good?
You're good whenever you're ready. You know, and then you could see her, second guessing herself. All the things that we all do as hunters.
Hey everybody, Mitch Petrie here of Outdoor Channel. We have John and Gina and Raven from Addicted to the Outdoors. Hey everybody, welcome.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
I got goosebumps. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for fall. And I can't imagine, John, that gets old watching that tease, that episode, because holy cow, what a fun trip.
Yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite all-time episodes. And it just had a unique story. It wasn't just the hunt. It wasn't just the fact that it was a daddy-daughter hunt. It was, it's all the backstory and the history behind that hunt, and us hunting with the Kuhns for 17 years. And, obviously the whole backstory with Gina and, it was just neat, it was something I was thinking about doing. I knew it'd be really cool if we could pull it off. But taking Raven to Nebraska to get her first mule deer ever on the same ranch with the same outfitter, Gina got her first mule deer 15 years ago. So when Gina shot her mule deer 15 years ago, Raven was 2, and our outfitter has twins also, and his twins are like 12. Well, now they're grown, married with kids. Raven's, just turned 18. And, so going out there on the same ranch, having, the guy that guided Gina 15 years ago, having his twin son guide our twin daughter on the same ranch to shoot her first mule deer ever, it was just crazy.
Really, it's really the perfect story. But it's a lot of pressure on you, Raven, going in there on the trip out, say, hey, no pressure. Your mom killed a deer here 15 years ago, same family. We need to get a TV show out of it. How'd you handle the pressure?
Plus 2 days. We had 2 days.
Yeah,
to do
2.5 days, of course. I watched the episode. You're right. We're just going to knock this out in 2.5 days. I think, I've learned early that I've got to give myself 5 days if I'm going to have a chance.
Well, I'll tell you, with school nowadays, you can't do it, man. Getting these kids out of school is like an act of Congress.
Yeah.
2 days of school is top. So she was definitely, I think she was definitely feeling the pressure.
How'd you manage the pressure, Raven?
Well, I was really nervous just because we had 2 days, but I knew we could get it done, especially if we were hunting with my dad.
Yeah. Confidence and pops.
Gina's going straight to heaven because she's had to deal with your dad for so many years. He's a bit of a trickster, right? And like a jokester. And I don't know if you played any jokes on there, but I know you have a long relationship with Scott, and it's pretty cool to see him featured in the episode and his whole outfit, because it's a cool place. And but this is a little bit like This Is Your Life, because we have with us Scott Kuhn. Hey Scott, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Where is Scotty? Is Scotty on here?
Hey, I am here.
The Sandhill King.
Can't get any better. I show up, right?
Nice.
By the way, we've been John and I have been struggling all morning to get his Zoom to work. I called Scott about 5 minutes before this thing started, and he's in the middle of Nebraska, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem, we'll make this happen." And so we pulled this together. But Scott, thanks for joining us. We're just doing a bit of a preview on the episode, and pretty exciting. You guys all have a great history with Addicted to the Outdoors and Raven. And I would just ask Raven if she was feeling any pressure about having to get out there and shoot a nice deer in 2.5 days. How about for you as the outfitter? What kind of pressure are you feeling when you have somebody like John and Raven coming out needing to get it done in a matter of a day or two?
Well, when John comes out, I always feel pressure. Okay, I mean, John's just one of those. He's just one of those guys, right? But yeah, then he's like, yeah, I'm bringing my daughter Raven out, and I was like, is she anything like Gina? And that kind of worried me a little bit, because I was thinking about the height and all that kind of stuff, and step ladders. But no, it was all good. Short amount of time, and abilities as a hunter, and yeah, she was quiet when she first got into camp, but that only lasted about 5 minutes, and that we broke through that hard shell, and we had a lot.
So I think a cool part of the story is that John and Gina have twins, as do you, and so your son Travis was Raven's guide. Now I'm the father of boys, so I think differently than John. John, or actually I should probably ask Gina. Yeah, any anxiety about sending your daughter out to hunt with some young Nebraska farmhand, good-looking kid? I see one of the images that we have from the episode is the two of them really focused on I think on the targeted deer, and I'm looking for the picture here. I think they're let's see, we can put it up. They're cheek to cheek, right?
Yeah.
Gina, any concerns about that?
No, I've seen these boys grow up, and they're really like family. And I knew Raven would be in great hands because she wasn't hunting with Scotty.
All right.
That hurts me.
We got that. We got that photo up. So
when you're sneaking up on the deer, you got to snuggle up, man. It's you got to be super sneaky.
So I'm showing a photo of that deer. I think that's in her crosshairs. Yeah. Scott, you've got a pretty nice one also over your shoulder there. What's what are you and your clients targeting out there for mature deer out there? What sizes are you kind of seeing?
We like going with age structure. The 5.5-year-olds on up is what we like to really target. Let them get big and mature. There's we protein year round, and we run cameras year round, and this is what we do for a living. So we keep track of our deer, and we've got thousands of acres, and we really structure our management hard on age and genetics and that kind of stuff to really give the hunters what they want.
Very cool. Raven, I'm looking at a picture of you and Travis walking from the vehicle. What's it like out there? Because I'm planning to do my first ever mule deer hunt this fall. Hopefully things come together for that. But it looks kind of cool in that it's that sandhill country, so that's just rolling hills, and you're spotting and stalking, and you put some miles on getting out there.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than Florida. And like those hills, they don't look that bad, but when you're climbing up them, it gets rough.
Yeah. And it's all sugar sand.
Yeah. Not easy to walk through, huh?
No. But that's how she wanted to do it. I asked her how she wanted to hunt them. She's like, I want to do them the way you and Mom do. I'm like, well, we spot and stalk with a bow. So that's what she said she wanted to do. So then the pressure, went from, a 7 to a 10, going from a gun to a crossbow, it's spotting and stalking. I'm like, man, we're going to have to really get it done. But I mean, that's why, it's Deer Meadows with there was no question where we were going to go. We've been hunting with these guys for 17 years. Scotty's, in my opinion, probably the best mule deer guy out there. So I knew we were going to put the full court press on. I knew Scotty would have all the troops and extra guides out looking for deer. I mean, when it's time to get it done, Scotty knows how to get it done.
Got it. Scott, when you're scouting out there, I mean, I know you use trail cameras. When we use trail cameras here in the Midwest, a lot easier because there's a lot of trees. You must just find travel corridors or something to get trail cam photos, because it doesn't look like a whole lot of trees to be putting cameras up on.
No, there's no trees out here, no tree stands. What we do is we target windmills and stuff like that, because, even though there's we're on the aquifer out here and there's a lot of water to be had, the deer will go an extra mile to have a cold drink of water out of a tank that is pumping, instead of drinking out of that cold, that lake water that's not as clear or not as cold as what the windmill provides. So yeah, we target windmills with our protein and our cameras, and that's how we kind of keep track. We got, right now we've got about 96 cameras out that we run every week. So,
wow.
That keeps me busy and keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah, very good. So I've learned a lot, and I think that's the beautiful thing about hunting and hunting a new species like Raven getting on her first mule deer is you learn about the animals, and that's really how hunters are conservationists and that. And one thing I learned, and I'm actually surprised I didn't learn this until this year, is that mule deer are migratory. And I'm not sure. So, here our whitetails are resident and they live in a certain probably 7 or 10 square mile area. But so your deer that are out there, what's their migratory path like?
Just depending. We've had some deer that are kind of like whitetails and do kind of resident up, but we've had some that'll travel from property to property, anywhere from 15 to 20 miles. And so that's why it's real important to have a lot of property and have a lot of cameras out, so you know exactly where they're traveling, what time of year, and what their rotation is, and follow them throughout the year.
Gotcha. So, Raven, do you have any big plans for the debut, the big anchor debut here coming up Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Outdoor Channel? You're going to have a big viewing party?
I don't know about a big viewing party, but I'm definitely going to tell all my friends to watch it.
That's cool. This is not the first time you've been on the show, obviously, but it is fun that you were able to go with your dad. I think, you have any mother-daughter hunts planned, Gina?
No, not yet.
No.
We need to get one though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the kids like going with their odds.
So,
yeah, they always say when they hunt with their dad, they always kill something.
Oh man.
Odd was the key word in that sentence. Odd, yes.
Yeah.
So tell us, how are things in this COVID environment in terms of scheduling and planning your hunts and your abilities to get out and travel? Are things, you got a full schedule plan for this fall?
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's been tricky. I mean, obviously with all this craziness going on, it's just a constant adjustment. It hadn't really slowed us down too bad. It slowed us down filming Spear Life a little bit early on, but with Addicted, with the majority of what we're doing for Addicted, running, really August, September to January, we're hoping things settle down. So right now we've got a full schedule. Everything looks like it's going to be all right. So it hadn't been too bad.
Got it. Well, guys, I think we're excited to share this episode. Nebraska Muleys. Scott, thank you so much for joining us. Scott with Deer Meadows Outfitters, which I'm on deermeadowsoutfitters.com. You got some great photos and some great information if you need to do a Nebraska mule deer hunt. Sounds like Scott's the guy for you. Raven, congratulations on a great hunt. Look forward to this one and many in the future. And John and Gina, have a great fall, and look forward to seeing what you come up with. It's Addicted to the Outdoors, Sunday, 12:30. It repeats if you can't make it later that night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Set your DVRs, check it out. It's going to be a great show. Another great season from Addicted to the Outdoors.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Scotty. We'll
Yep.
see you soon.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. See you
Take
guys.
care.